side, a call of love can be heard. Like common toads, natterjack toads are also mating at this time of year. And this nighttime symphony is the sound of males competing as to who's got the biggest vocal sac. This impatient toad has decided to be proactive. But he's not the only one. Securing the best position on this female is now a competition. But male jostling and rivalry risks drowning the female. And with far more males than females in this pond, the competition to procreate is fierce. In the end, it's first come, first served. Whilst some intimacy is welcome, this male toad is actually hanging on until the time is just right. For male toads do not have copulating organs. To reproduce, they must synchronize the outflowing of their sperm with the female's laying of her eggs. Usually, a female toad will lay between 4,000 and 5,000 eggs in a gelatinous string stretching up to 4 meters in length. Once fertilization is complete, these eggs will be left to their own devices to develop into toad spawn, and their toad parents will go their own ways. Sun and water are the engine of life. And thanks to the rains, longer daylight hours and rising temperatures, there is, at this time of the year, an explosion of life in Iberia's woodlands. As seeds germinate, the blossoming flowers and plants dress the meadows in color and perfume. Finally, spring has arrived. With the fields in bloom, millions of insects appear. From butterflies and caterpillars to pollinators such as bees, each insect plays an integral role in maintaining the forest's ecosystem and biodiversity. But insects do not merely help pollinate. They are also a source of food for thousands of chicks whose hatching is synchronized to coincide with this abundance of spring. And all animals take advantage of this time to start a new chapter in Iberia's woodlands. For spring is the season of birth, growth, and renewal for all creatures great and small. The sunlight and water of spring help sustain an extraordinarily diverse range of wildlife in Iberia. But the importance of insects in the ecosystem cannot be ignored. For they are the irreplaceable link in the transfer of energy and in the cycle of life. Hidden in this bush, there is an expert insect hunter, a master of camouflage. He is patient like a sniper and fast like a whip. With a tongue that can extend twice its body length and unfurl faster than a jet plane, the common chameleon is one of the most uniquely adapted hunters on the planet. Its secret weapon, a tongue laced with a honey-like adhesive to help bring in their prey. At this time of year, chameleons must eat as much as possible in preparation for mating season. This praying mantis is also a masterful and ambitious hunter, capable of capturing and devouring relatively huge prey. But she's an insect herself, and in this ecosystem, she's further down the food chain than the chameleon, who must take advantage of the good times while they last. After all, his chances of mating depend on being in physically tip-top shape. Here, a female chameleon is approached by a male whose coloration says he's ready to mate. However, she doesn't seem too receptive. Unperturbed, the male moves in closer to try his luck. But the female's body language suggests she does not want a suitor. In fact, her colors indicate that she's already pregnant. In no uncertain terms, she's telling this male to back off. Finally, the male seems to have understood the message. The female's livery and threats have produced the desired effect. The challenge of finding a partner in these parts is profound. However, despite his first rejection, this little male appears to have struck lucky on the rebound. He has found a female who's more receptive to his overtures than the last. This time, her coloration confirms she wants to mate. For both chameleons, the hours spent searching for a partner have not been in vain. They have contributed their genes in the hope of new life. "26 days after mating, and after searching to find an appropriate place, we find the pregnant female emaciated and fatigued, digging a gallery. The work is exhausting. She is late laying her eggs. And as a female in later life, this is likely her last opportunity to reproduce. Success. chameleons lay between 9 and 24 eggs, taking up to an hour between laying the first and the last. Once all the eggs are laid, she buries them before sealing the door and leaving, never to return. Chameleons have lived in Iberia's woodlands for nearly 500 years. And whilst time is running out for this female, she has now done everything in her power to ensure the species will live on. In spring, the warming airs and lush vegetation of Iberia's woodlands make it an ideal habitat for newcomers recently arrived from Africa by air. These playful booted eagles have come to the forests to breed and to rear their recently born eaglets. Booted eagles are natural survivors, well adapted to harsh environments. Here, a breeding pair of parents are working together to tend to their newborn chicks. After hatching, chicks are confined to their nest for up to 75 days whilst fledgling. During this period, their mother guards the nest, while their father goes out hunting for food. Providing in this way is a huge responsibility. But this pair of eagles know what they are doing. They've been breeding in this forest for 15 years and have raised many other chicks before. Feeding mainly on small birds, mammals such as mice, and reptiles such as lizards, the booted eagle has one of the most varied diets amongst European raptors. However, something with these chicks appears to be going wrong. One brother is weaker than the other, so the mother only feeds the stronger chick, who demands all the food. The time has come for both parents to go out hunting, leaving the two little chicks in the nest on their own. However, with one brother growing weak, while the other gets ever stronger, an opportunity has arisen for a display of strength. Nearby, the mother watches, but doesn't intervene. It seems the strongest brother is no longer willing to share the nest. What seems cruel to us humans is normal in the animal kingdom. Chicks must be toughened up if they're to survive in these forests where life is never guaranteed. In this instance, the forest has witnessed a murder. In an act of fratricide, the stronger chick killed his weaker brother. Shocking to human sensibilities, this death, in fact, gives the species the best chance of surviving another generation in Iberia's woodlands. In the woodland sections of deciduous thicket, dead trees can be found scattered across the forest floor. And in this one, life breathes. A genet, perhaps